Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Welcome to the Castle, ladies and gentlemen, and Norwell Night girls basketball. We're a little bit late getting on this evening as we had a little software problem. This is Greg Van Meter along with Derek Decker, the dynamic duo bringing you the ball game tonight. Derek, thanks for being along.
Yeah, no problem. It was a fun day in Huntington. We had a boys game, actually two boys games, but we were only able to bring you one of them due to the transportation time it takes to get from Huntington to Norwell.
Right. Well, we're just about set for the national anthem, and unfortunately we can't broadcast that since it is a recorded version of the national anthem. So when Jamie's ready to move over to that, we'll flip to a couple of commercials and then be back with the start of this basketball game. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Yeah, back here at the Castle, we're just about set for the starting lineups. Norwell coming in with a 10-1 record. Their only loss to Homestead. Fort Wayne South, after a nice run in the SAC tournament, has a 9-6 record. We'll go ahead and join PA announcer Jamie Feldheiser with your starting lineups.
Number 22, Elijah Jones. Number 30, Maria Bitts. And number 32, Michaela Calda. Here are the starters for the Lady Archers. At a guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 5, Shamari Jackson. At another guard, a 5'8" junior, number 10, Tequila Lacey. At the other guard, a 5'7" freshman, number 14, Darian Hackbart. At a forward, 5'11" sophomore, number 34, Denise Chapman. And at the other forward, a 5'9" senior, number 50, Tony Starks. The head coach of the Lady Archers is Juanita Goodwell. And now, here are your Norwell Lady Knights. The non-starters, number 14, Madison Dunning. Number 22, Courtney Gear. Number 30, Alexa Lowry. Number 40, Lindy Dial. Number 42, Allison Topp. And number 24, Logan Brown. They're the starters for your Lady Knights. At a guard, a 5'3" senior, number 34, Casey Struck. At another guard, a 5'4" senior, number 12, Mackenzie Sawyer. At the other guard, a 5'5" junior, number 20, Kaylee Roller. At a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 32, Quinn Shelton. And at the other forward, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Stephanie Conrad.
Once again, those starters for the Archers, the visiting team on the scoreboard tonight. Sponsored by Subway, it's Jackson, Lacey, Hackbarth, Chapman, and Starks for head coach Juanita Goodwell. She's in her 7th year at Fort Wayne South with a record of 112 wins versus 47 losses. For your Lady Knights, it's Sawyer, Roller, Conrad, Shelton, and Strunk for head coach Eric Thornton in his 19th year at Norwell with a record of 279 wins and 145 losses. And Derek, good to be back in the saddle with you here.
It is. I hope you had a blessed Christmas.
You as well. We also, in the meantime, since the last time I worked with you, went to Cancun for a week. The weather was slightly different than here in Indiana, as Stephanie Conrad controls the tip. That's going to be Southside's ball on the turnover. Mackenzie Sawyer.
Nope, you're good.
Stepped on the sideline, so the Archers will take over. Very young team that Coach Goodwell has here. She does start one senior, and that's Tony Starks, number 50. But her backcourt and ball handlers all very young, as the point guard, Shamari Jackson, just a sophomore, turns it over. They are going to bring some pressure here against the Knights early on. Full court, man-to-man. There's Roller on the side trying to avoid the trap, and Casey Strunk picks up her pivot foot. That's 2 quick turnovers on the Knights. We talked about the fact that Southside got into the championship game of the SAC tournament. Some quality wins over Carroll, Concordia. Handling it is Jackson for the Archers. Southside in their black uniforms with green numbers and white trim. I actually like those uniforms. They're pretty sharp. Norwell on a man-to-man and a nice steal there by Quinn Shelton. Shelton finds Sawyer in rhythm for 3. No good, but boy, Quinn had a chance to just grab that rebound and didn't. One shot between the two teams, and we're a full minute into this one already. Doing a little bit more ball handling now. That Hackbarth, number 14. Was that a shot, Derek?
No, that was a broken up pass.
So another turnover on the Archers. They're third already. Shelton with a nice move into the lane. Can't get it to go. And the rebound was controlled by the big girl in the middle, number 34, Tanise Chapman. Just a sophomore, but she averaged 11 points and 11 rebounds last year. As a couple of missed shots there by the Archers. One by Starks, the other by Hackbarth. And there's going to be a foul in the backcourt, the first of this ball game. It'll go on Lacey. That's Jakira Lacey, her first, team's first, game's first. I think you're going to see Southside be very aggressive with their defense all night. That's the way you break the press. Nice move by Conrad. And Conrad with the left hand gets the Knights on the scoreboard. First score of the game at the 6:08 mark. As that pass broken up by Mackenzie Sawyer.
Saw several of these officials over at the Huntington North shootout yesterday and today as well.
Of course, if you weren't able to go to those games or see Derek bring them to you online the last couple of days, Norwell went 0 for 4 in that tournament.
Yeah, they finished 12th place out of 12 teams. Couldn't pick up a win. The only team who do that over there, but so they've been a streaky team to this point. They lost their first 4, won the next 4, and now have lost the last 4.
Yeah, and they've got a couple tough games coming up as well with Leo and Wayne. That foul, by the way, was on Conrad, and it sends Shamari Jackson to the line to shoot a pair. Southside now on the scoreboard, and good for 2 for Jackson. That ties it up at 2. Very low scoring here early on. A lot of turnovers already, as Strunk was trying to get it to Conrad coming in off the wing, and broken up by number 10, Jakira Lacey. 5:49 left here in the first quarter. Southside straight man-to-man so far. It'll be interesting to see if Norwell goes to its trap here against a pretty inexperienced Southside squad. Shelton for 3, good. Nice kick out there by Strunk for the assist. And Norwell now with a early lead. Left-handed shot by Lacey, well short. It's out of bounds, and it'll go to Norwell. They won't charge Southside with a turnover there, just a loose ball. after the rebound. Boy, and Sawyer went for the long pass up ahead. Strunk on the drive. Oh, nice kick out again to Roller. Roller a little bit long on that one. Rebound, though, by Shelton was no good as well. Southside will bring it up quickly. The sophomore guard leaves it for the junior guard, Lacey. They try to get it underneath. The big girl, Tanise Chapman. She's wearing number 34, the other forward for Southside, the only senior, and that's Tony Starks, number 50. That's Chapman up top, being guarded by Conrad. Norwell in their man-to-man defense with the weak side really sagging off their people they're guarding. As that ball is almost stolen away by Shelton. It is going to be Norwell's ball, the fourth turnover already on Southside. And we've got substitution for the Archers into the ball game, number 12, Makeba Jones. That's Mikeba. She is a sophomore as well, so very young squad. Nice pass from Shelton to Conrad on the break. And the Knights now up by 5 at the 4:35 mark. Ooh, almost stolen away there by Sawyer. Good jump stop, and a foul is going to be called on the Knights as Jones, not being shy, taking the ball right to the hoop off the bench. That foul will go against Conrad, so some early foul trouble here for Stephanie Conrad, picking up 2 quick fouls. Only 2 fouls so far in the Knights.
Yeah, she's been doing a much better job this year of not picking up her second foul early, but she picks it up early here in the first quarter.
That was Jones on the miss, and I believe it was Starks on the rebound. She gives Southside their second basket. And Southside now backing off their pressure a little bit. Still in a man-to-man, though. Strunk running the show for the Knights. Boy, she's been able to make good penetration so far every time down the floor. Conrad will take it to the lane and roll it in. Stephanie Conrad with the early hot hand gets Norwell's lead back up to 5. Stephanie, of course, committed to Indiana Wesleyan over the last week or so. Nice steal there by Strunk. Just took it right out of the hands of Lacey. And on the other end, Quinn Shelton drops in a short jumper. Norwell shooting pretty well already. Oh, there's another bad turnover. Tried to get it over top of Norwell's pressure, and it went right to Kaylee Roller. Roller on the drive will go to the line and shoot a pair. The foul, I believe, is going to be on Darian Hackbarth. That's her first, team second. Kaylee Roller has started how many in a row now, Derek?
I would have to say probably the second half of Norwell's games. Maybe the last third, somewhere in there. So that'd be about 4 or 5 games.
Mallory and Alexa Mallory and Madison Dunnick into the lineup for the Knights, replacing Shelton and Conrad. Also for Southside, Nadia Gonzalez, a junior, number 20, enters.
Yeah, we talked about it just a little bit. Southside, a very young team, showing a lot of potential, but yeah, some of that comes with experience at the varsity level. That's where some of the lazy passes, they got to be more crisp at the varsity level.
Courtney Beer seeing her first action in a while, I believe. Good shot there by number 20, Gonzalez, coming off the bench. Cuts Norwell's lead back down to 7. And Strunk kicks it out to Sawyer. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Courtney, of course, did she break a finger?
Yeah, either that or a fracture of some sort. I think it was a break.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a break through the bone or anything like that. As that foul's going to be called on Tony Starks, her first. Norwell's basketball underneath their own basket. Mallory not able to quite catch up with that pass. They were fortunate that Dunnick was able to chase it down out front. Oh, nice pick and great pass from Strunk to Mallory. Mallory not able to get it to go down. well-run play there by the Knights. Bringing it down was Jones. Jones into the lane. The floater, no good. Rebound by Chapman. She can't get it to go. Another rebound by Chapman. And it's going to be a jump ball. So I'll tell you what, Southside's bench players not afraid to come in and put the ball up to the basket. It does remain Southside's ball, by the way, as Amaya Jones checks in for the Archers. Hackbar sets down. Also checking in, Jakira Lacey for Tony Starks. 2:32 left here in the first quarter. That's going to be Norwell's ball on the turnover, as a good defensive pressure put on there by Mackenzie Sawyer. She's going to handle the ball and beat Lacey into the front court. Tried to get it underneath to Mallory. That was a tough pass to handle, Derek.
Yeah, it sure was. And Mallory just seems about a step behind this evening. Usually not like that. She's usually very good at converting on everything underneath.
Here's another turnover on the Archers. That one thrown away by Lacey.
Southside's
really struggling,
shooting themselves in the foot here with all the turnovers. As the field goal attempts have to be strongly in Norwell's favor here.
Well, I'll tell you what, good internal clock there by Mackenzie Sawyer to get it into Mallory, as Strunk splits the defense and draws a foul. That'll go on number 12, Makiba Jones. Fourth team foul on the Archers. The Knights with just 2 team fouls, both called on Stephanie Conrad. And really a lot of pressure being put on by Southside, particularly Gonzalez. That's Sawyer for 3, in and out, no good. Good shot, though. She was wide open. Quickly the other way, the Archers into the lane. That was number 12, Jones, no good. The rebound batted around and finally controlled by Courtney Beer. Quickly the other way, Strunk on the baseline, working on her defender and gets it up and in with the left hand. Nice move there by Strunk, and a good shot with her offhand. Gives Norwell a 9-point lead. Now that ball was just lost by the Archers. Kaylee Roller will check back in, replacing Mackenzie Sawyer. Southside back to some full court pressure here. Roller finally finds Strunk, and Strunk will just blow right by Gonzalez into the front court. Now she's being guarded by Jones, but Casey able to get free.
Nice strong move for Casey Strunk to the basket as she kind of went through some contact there to get the basket.
Nice change of pace as well, as she really slowed herself down and then sped up and was able to beat her defender at the rim.
Yeah, Casey's, whenever she turns it on and goes into burst mode, she's going to be faster than just about anybody around.
Yeah, I have yet to see anybody able to keep up with her when she's going in that fourth gear. Good ball handling up top by Jones. She gets it back, launches a 3 from the corner. Not real close, but it's off of Alexa Mallory. And it'll remain Southside's ball. Jones has come in and put up 4 shots already. Hadn't hit any yet, but unafraid to take them. Jones just a sophomore. The drive by Jones. I was kind of surprised she stopped there, Derek. Oh, wild shot by Lacey. And a foul's going to be called on the rebound. We'll see who that's against. Number 20. Kaylee Roller picks up her first.
Something we forgot to mention in the pregame, as we were a little shortened. The
Yeah,
Knights are
sure
going
were.
for the sweep this evening, as the freshmen and JV both won. JV coached by Greg Thornton.
Yeah, that's
this
right.
evening.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, she stepped over the line.
Sure did. That's another turnover on the Archers. Yeah, Jim Wilson's father, Bob Wilson, passed away this week. Good man, Bob was. Grew up with the family. They, of course, lived in Yoder. Strunk not able to get that driving layup to go. And another turnover as Shelton comes out of the pack with it. Not able to get the shot to go. 22 seconds left in this period. The pull-up and an offensive foul is going to be called on Makiba Jones. You know what? I didn't think it was a foul either way, to be honest with you.
I thought maybe he was going to get a jump ball. Or
Yeah, that's what I would have called jump ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly did not look offensive.
No, and it didn't look defensive either.
Nope.
As the Knight defender had her hands all over it. And there's a turnover on the Knights as Courtney Beer lost a handle.
And another turnover.
And it goes right back to Norwell.
Boy, turnovers really mounting here for the Archers.
I've got Southside with 12 already, Norwell with 4. That's a lot. 12 seconds, Strunk trying to split the defense is going to draw the foul. That'll be the 6th on the Archers. It'll go against number 10, Jakira Lacey. That's her 2nd.
You know, 4 is not a bad number, but it's not a great number for these Lady Knights that have routinely been in single digits in the turnover column this season.
Roller's going to take it to the hoop and get fouled. That'll go against number 22, Amaya Jones, her first. That was a really good take there by Kaylee Roller. Recognized the one-on-one situation.
It's nice to see her be aggressive.
6.8 on the clock. She'll shoot another pair of free throws here. And that one gives the Knights a 12-point lead.
The Lady Knights have been real close here. They could certainly have a much bigger lead. They just haven't been able to get a bunch of shots inside, really point-blank shots. They haven't been able to get them to go yet this quarter.
You know, they really haven't. They've had some good looks, Quinn Shelton in particular, as that foul's going to go on Casey Strunk, her first. Casey just kind of riding Gonzalez up the sideline there. 3.7 on the clock. Inbounding will be Jones, as Lindy Dial's going to check in here. Madison Dunnick takes a seat for the Knights. Norwell still in a man-to-man, I think. Nope, they're going to trap out of this. And the shot is launched by Gonzalez. Hit the glass pretty hard, but really didn't have much of a chance to go in. We're through one quarter here at the Castle. Your Lady Knights lead the Lady Archers 19-6. We'll take a break and be right back.
Hyundai Motors is celebrating 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with an outstanding selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs that are in fantastic condition. And their ASE certified technicians in the service department offer oil changes, brakes, AC tune-ups, as well as a full line of replacement parts and tires, and are the best in customer satisfaction. Visit HyundaiMotors.com to browse their inventory of new and used vehicles.
Well, Derek, we talked about Tenise Chapman being the leading returning scorer for these Archers. She has been held scoreless thus far.
Yeah, and I think the big part of that is the number of turnovers Southside has to this point. I think you said 12 in that quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Norwell with 4 of their own. They'll have the ball to start this second quarter. I need to change the scoreboard, actually. Strunk tries to kick it out. Is going to be called for the offensive foul. And that's kind of a tough call.
Yeah, I think that was probably called because Strunk was a little out of control in there.
Yeah, she was. Courtney Beer's going to check back in. I think this is her first game back, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. After that fracture. Handling it for the Archers up top is Lacey. She gives it up, and driving into the lane is Jones. Jones with the floater. Gets it to go. And Southside with the first 2 points of this second quarter. Kaylee Roller handling it up top now for the Knights with Strunk out. Beer. Oh, good pass underneath the dial. Lindy lost the handle. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be Southside's ball. So that'll go as a turnover against the Knights.
Yeah, and that does go down as a turnover, but I really like the process of thinking here for the Knights.
Yeah, they're really not having that much trouble with the pressure that Southside's bringing. Oh, my goodness. I think she might have traveled there. Instead, she turns it over. That was Jones on the turnover. And Roller will bring it across the timeline for the Knights. That's Beer in the corner. She loses the handle.
Oh, no.
And that's going to go the other way. Well, Courtney hadn't played in over 2 weeks. Coach Thornton wants a timeout to talk about things. We'll take it along with him and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Well, we're at the 6:57 mark of the second quarter here at the Castle. The Knights have yet to get a shot up in this quarter, Derek.
Yeah, and it's 2 Lady Knight turnovers to this point. And a jump ball, and then Courtney Beer just kind of dribbled it off her foot.
Yeah, she did. As we mentioned, it's her first time out there in a couple of weeks. She's going to have some rust to knock off. There's no doubt about that. As Norwell now in there trapping, it's like almost a 2-3 trap right now. As there's another turnover. Good defense and anticipation by Beer to pick off that pass. Kaylee Roller will bring it up. So we get to the 6:30 mark as she beats Gonzalez. Actually, it's on Jones. I'm sorry. That's her second. Team's 8th, so Norwell now in the bonus, although in this case, Kaylee Roller shooting 2 free throws. They lead by 11. Kaylee will try to build on that for the 10-1 Knights, and not able to knock that one down. She'd hit her first 4. Denise Chapman, 5', 11-inch sophomore, checks back in for the Archers.
Well, I think if Southside could clean up the turnovers, they'd really be in this game right now.
Yeah, they would. Kaylee Roller now 5 of 6 from the line. It's a good night for Kaylee. I like it when she gets to the line. It means she's driving, creating some offense for the Knights. Almost turned over there by Gonzalez. Into the lane is Jones. She can't get it to go. The rebound by Chapman. And they say that's going to go, and she's going to get an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Yeah, Chapman's been very strong inside to this point. She hasn't been able to knock down the point-blank shots, but she just got one there and drew the contact. She's been inside. Norwell, of course, not usually known as a post-presence team the last couple of years, so that's something to watch out for. It's something that teams are going to watch film on and know that you can probably beat Norwell if you play really well on the post.
Chapman able to convert the 3-point play. Alexa Mallory enters for the Knights. And, of course, Norwell's main frontline player is Stephanie Conrad. She's on the bench with 2 fouls. There's Beer for a 3-point attempt that's long, but Quinn Shelton right there to clean it up. And good job by Quinn being in the right place at the right time. That offensive rebound. There's a steal by Shelton. She'll go the other way. Missed the layup. And it's off of an Archer. Boy, Quinn's missed 3 of 4 point-blank shots so far tonight.
They've all been right around the rim.
She's 3 for 7 from the field. But Norwell does retain possession here with 5:48 on the clock in the first half. Mackenzie Sawyer, almost a turnaround 3. Roller with the assist. And, boy, I'll tell you what, when she doesn't think about it and just gets it in rhythm, she's deadly. As she gets Norwell's lead up to 14. Chapman inside. And, obviously, Coach Goodwell has told her players, get it inside to Chapman. Roller the other way. She tries to get it inside to Mallory, and that's a turnover on the Knights, her third already of the second quarter. The other way, it's 20. Gonzalez with the miss. And Beer with another rebound. Oh, good one-handed pass to Shelton. Wide open for three. Good. Kaylee Roller with an excellent long, almost half-court pass to Shelton. Shelton again in rhythm. And Gonzalez will set things up for the Archers as they throw it out of bounds.
Talked about missing point-blank shots and things like that. It is winter break. Things have shifted focus a little bit, and they haven't played in 11 days.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, tomorrow night, New Year's Eve. Big plans, Derek?
Not big plans. Not big plans for me.
Not big plans for you. Me either. I'll probably be asleep by 10.
Yeah.
As Roller really being hounded defensively by Jones. The Knights fans not too happy about it. Sawyer on the drive being bumped, and it's taken away from Sawyer. Heading the other way is Jones. She puts it up with a miss, and a foul on the rebound. That's going to be called on Kaylee Roller, I think. Yep, that'll be Kaylee's second foul.
I think the extent of my plans reaches the college football playoff.
Oh, sure, yeah. Two big games tomorrow, the semifinals.
The two semifinal games, which kind of fall on an odd day this year, being on New Year's
Thursday,
Eve.
Yeah.
There's been kind of an uproar about that. Some people don't like it being on New Year's Eve, as traditionally those games would be on New Year's Day.
Right. Knocking down the first of two free throws is Darian Hackbarth for her first point.
Also an exciting start to Big Ten basketball last night. The Boilermakers went on the road to Wisconsin and won, and the Michigan State Spartans ranked number 1 without Denzel Valentine.
Yeah.
But they were knocked off, and they were handled by Iowa on the road last night.
Well, Valentine is just such an important part of that basketball team.
He's just kind of the glue.
Yep. And in fact, they've done good, in my opinion, to win their last few ball games without him on the floor. Shelton attacking Southside's man-to-man defense. Now it's Sawyer. Boy, they're really letting them play, Derek, as we get inside 4
Gotta
minutes.
call that.
That foul's going to go on number 5.
Yeah, and as we start getting later and later into the year, you kind of expect that. So officials are in conference mode, and conference mode usually means let them play a little bit more than it seems as at the beginning of every season, the IHSCA tries to implement some new rules and keep it tight, which I don't think a lot of people like that kind of basketball. And so the officials call it tight for a couple weeks, and then they start letting them play deeper into the season.
Sawyer trying to knock down a pair here. That was a 9th team foul on Southside. And Alexa Mallory on the offensive rebound looks for help. Sawyer will reset for the Knights. Well, Mallory kind of ran. Oh, there's the backdoor cut from Shelton. Good defense, though, by Southside to stymie her process. Beer now leaves it for Sawyer, gets it back from beyond the arc. Beer just a little long on that three. And the Archers will head the other way quickly. Thrown away, though, by number 14, Hackbarth. Another turnover on the Archers. Shelton finds Sawyer open for three. Straight away, no good. Good shot. You got to take that shot, though.
You do.
Yeah.
The Knights.
You can't
do that. Okay, now over and back called. You can't do that.
As number 12, Makiba Jones went out of bounds, came back in, was the first to touch it. Pretty sure you can't do that.
You cannot.
Although the official might have thought Norwell touched it. Lindy Dial back in for the Knights.
Yeah, he was behind the play, so could have looked like he tipped it. Somebody got a hand on that ball, but yeah, you can't reestablish yourself without anybody else touching it.
14-point lead here for the Knights as we tick under 3 minutes in the second quarter. Dunnick who started the first third of the games for the Knights this season. Nice drive there by Courtney Beer. That's a good aggressive move by Courtney.
Yeah, you don't see that too often from Courtney Beer.
No. She just blew past her defender, got to the rim, and a long three there by 14 Hackbarth. No good. Alexa Mallory with the rebound, and Mackenzie Sawyer all head the other way. Now, our stats are a little bit limited tonight as I'm doing the book along with the play-by-play. So we'll have shots and percentages and turnovers for you, and of course scoring. But other than that, pretty tough to keep rebounds and assists and so forth. Although the Knights have assisted on most of their baskets this evening. Sawyer on the drive is going to be fouled.
We've been accustomed to seeing this team really move the ball well, share the ball well, and get an assist on the majority of their field goals.
That's going to be the third foul on Amaya Jones. So she's the only player with 3 so far this evening. Sawyer's going to shoot a pair. And good on the first one. Subbing in for Southside, number 20, Nadia Gonzalez. She'll replace Jones with the 3 fouls. And Sawyer makes it an 18-point lead for the Knights. In the corner, that's Gonzalez. She had some pretty effective minutes when she was out there before, but now she's struggling with a basketball. And a timeout is going to be called by Coach Goodwell from the bench. My favorite call. I'm sure it's going to be a 30 with 1:53 left here in the half. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Actually, it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll hear from a couple of sponsors.
At Warren Pharmacy, we offer local delivery, accept hundreds of prescription insurance plans, offer special ordering for hard-to-find items, have home health care and convalescent supplies, stock Nature's Bounty, Windmill, and basic vitamins, and Nature's Sunshine nutritional products, along with many other services provided. Warren Pharmacy, 222 North Wayne Street in Warren. You can reach them toll-free at 800-895-7035. Warren Pharmacy, we're big enough to meet your needs, yet small enough to know your name.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle. 1:53 left here in the second quarter. Norwell leading comfortably by 18 at this point. Stephanie Conrad has been on the bench for a long time with 2 fouls. Kaylee Roller also sitting down with 2. But Kaylee got some significant minutes in before she had to sit down. It'll be Southside's ball right in front of us here. Inbounding will be Jackson. And the long inbounds pass to Lacey. As Lacey loses the handle but gets it back. Up top now, Norwell's defense really confounding Southside, Derek.
Yeah, that's right. And that's a trademark of the Norwell defense, is a 3 knockdown.
That was Jakira Lacey with the 3. She didn't look real comfortable taking that shot, but able to rattle it home. Lindy Dial loses the handle. That'll be a turnover on the Lady Knights. They're 5th, and turning it right back over was the Archers. Well, a lot of sloppy ball handling by Southside tonight. We mentioned the fact that they're very young. Oh, good stop-and-go move by Dunnick. And Madison gets her first 2 of the ball game. Boy, that was a nice
Another
move
turnover.
by Madison Dunnick as Southside cannot be making Coach Goodwell real happy right now, Derek.
Yeah, and the Knights look really good on offense.
Yeah.
The only thing is they're a couple shots away from having a whole bunch of points here in this first half.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what's currently is a 17-point lead for the Knights could easily be 27. Mallory on the assist from Courtney Beer. Boy, great move and dish by Beer. The Knights being very efficient with their offense so far tonight from an assist standpoint. They're sharing the basketball on almost every basket. That foul is going to go against Mallory, her first, 8 on the team. So Shamari Jackson will go to the line for potentially a pair of free throws as she gets the first one to go. Jackson with her third point so far. The scoring's really spread out, with Tenise Chapman leading the way with 5 so far for the Archers. That's the 20th point now for Southside, as they've had much more success here in the second quarter than they did in the first. Sawyer's back in there for the Knights. Oh, good move by Beer. Good baseline floater. Well, she really put a good fake on to get free, and able to convert the shorter shot than what she would have taken on the drive. That's Lacey with a quick first step, her 5th point of the ball game. Makes it a 39-22 contest. Sawyer, that's Dial at the timeline with 5 seconds. Beer, Sawyer with a long 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Southside. That'll end this first half. The Knights firmly in control. They lead by 17, 39-22. We'll take a break, do some figuring, hear from a few sponsors, and be back after these words.
Christmas puts a special glow in the eyes of children, giving parents and grandparents a lifetime of precious memories. Christmas means brightly wrapped presents, colorful lights, pine cones, and candles. These Christmas thoughts are sent to you with best wishes and a happy holiday from everyone at First Bank of Bern. Your patronage during the past year has been deeply appreciated, and First Bank of Bern looks forward to serving you in the new year. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC.
La 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 la.
Hey Jane, what are you so happy about?
Well, I am happy and excited for Christmas this year. Don't you realize that we have the best selection of gifts at Daniel's Jewelers this Christmas?
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton. And Jane's right. Daniel's Jewelers can help you with the gifts she'll really want this Christmas.
You can't go wrong with diamonds, shimmering pendants, tennis bracelets, or the new Together diamonds when 1 + 1 makes us. You can choose the latest silver fashions and our Steelex line, stainless steel jewelry under $100.
If you're tired of all the high pressure at the mall or someone trying to sell you a designer name rather than a quality piece of jewelry at an affordable price, come and experience Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on Highway 1 just north of Lowe's.
Daniel's Jewelers, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with me handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, today and get to a better state with State Farm. 824-1928.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org. Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training, others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit laurensbodyshop.com.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle and halftime here, where your Norwell Knights lead the Southside Archers 39-22, along with Derek Decker. This is Greg Van Meter, and we appreciate the fans' patience with us as we manually calculate the stats that we've put together tonight. And I am using a pencil, by the way.
You know, I used a pencil for the last 2 days, and I don't use it very often, so my handwriting's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, I hear you. Mine's never been good. My mom said I should have been a doctor. That didn't work out. But, you know, it's been a dream of mine to be in insurance. So as I was growing up as a little kid, I always wanted to be an insurance guy.
Yeah.
So it's worked out well. You should be able to see the team stats on your computer at home. We'll go through those along with individual scoring stats. We'll start with the Southside Archers leading the way in scoring. Jakira Lacey and Denise Chapman, both with 5. Very well spread out for the Southside Archers. Next with 4 was Shamari Jackson. And then with 2 apiece were Makiba Jones, Darian Hackbarth, Nadia Gonzalez, and Tony Stark. So just 22 points scored by the Archers in the first half, scored by 7 players. You don't see that too often, Derek.
No, you don't. That's very spread out. It's usually a sign of a pretty balanced team.
That is correct. And from a team perspective, Southside overall was 7 of 21 from the field. That's 33%. They were 1 for 4 from beyond the arc for 25%, but perfect at the free throw line at 100%, 7 for 7. What killed them in the first half, and you alluded to it a couple of times, Derek, 19 turnovers. And they cleaned it up in the second quarter, just 7.
Yeah, and that's not too bad of a number. I mean, that's manageable. That'll keep you in some games if you knock down a lot of your shots. But, boy, and the turnovers are careless. I mean,
yeah, a lot of them.
And you can expect that from a young team. Turnover count will likely come down as this team plays together more and gets more experience at the varsity level.
For your Norwell Knights, leading the way in scoring, Quinn Shelton with 10, and she left a couple out there. But she's the only player on either team in double figures. With 6 apiece, Stephanie Conrad, who played very little in the first half due to foul trouble, and Mackenzie Sawyer with 6 as well. Kaylee Roller chipped in 5 on all free throws, 5 of 6 from the line. And then Casey Strunk and Courtney Beer each had 4. And Madison Dunnick and Alexa Mallory contributed a basket apiece as well. As a team, Norwell was 14 of 27 from the field for 52%. From beyond the arc, they took 10, made 3. And from the free throw line, very good so far here tonight, 8 of 10. So between the two teams, Derek, 15 of 17 from the free throw line.
That's really good.
It is.
The Knights have been shooting pretty good lately from the free throw line, and that's something that in the past they have struggled with. I know usually they shoot for about 70% or more. 75% is even better. But this team has been hurt from free throws before down the stretch. This is great practice for the tournament because we've seen them struggle mightily from the line in tournament games. I mean, I can remember tournament games where they shot less than 50% from the line.
Absolutely.
And it ended up coming back and biting them in the rear end.
Yeah, and that is one thing. And part of that goes to the maturity of this team. They got 6 seniors, and you would expect them to shoot better from the free throw line as they age. But I got to believe Coach Thornton's got to be pretty happy with where they're at right now.
He does, and as far as the first half performance as a general whole, he's got to be real pleased with the way the offense is playing. The defense has forced 19 turnovers. Now, granted, some of them have been careless, but the offense is getting great looks. Now, they haven't been able to knock down everything. That's okay. Those shots will come eventually. As long as you do the right things and get the fundamentals down, you're going to be in real good shape.
You know, Fort Wayne South really came in on a roll as they beat Fort Wayne North, Carroll, and Concordia before getting beat by 60 by the number 1 team in the state, the Homestead Spartans. And to this point in this ball game, Norwell has really dominated. Up by 17, Norwell will have the ball to start the second half. Sawyer, Roller, Strunk, Conrad, and Shelton on the floor for the Knights. For the Archers, it's Lacey, Jackson, Chapman, Starks, and Hackbarth. Starters for both teams. Conrad's going to launch a 3. No good. It'll be off the hand of Tony Starks, and it'll remain Norwell's basketball.
Southside in the SHC Championship surrendered the most points in team history to Homestead in a 100-40 loss.
Of course, Homestead, nobody's coming particularly close to Homestead. That'll be off Conrad's foot in the first turnover of the second half.
They were in their tightest game of the season, and it was against number 5 Ron Colley in a 60-52 victory.
Yeah, and I don't think that game was ever much more than maybe a 12-point lead for the Spartans.
Right.
I noticed that Casaro, I think it's Casaro, for Ron Colley put up 30.
Or 32. I think she had 32.
32.
Yeah, that was down in the Hall of Fame Classic.
Bankers Life. Another local team playing in a big tournament. Carroll boys playing at Newcastle today as Jackson couldn't get that to go. On the rebound, Roller, and Lacey's going to pick up her 3rd foul. Well, she's been bumping Kaylee pretty much all night, and they're going to call that eventually. First team foul on the Archers here in the second. Oh, what a move by Strunk. Finds Conrad for the short jumper, and Stephanie gets it to go. Another assist by Casey Strunk. And Casey's been a real distributor tonight. There's another turnover for the Archers as Sawyer launches a 3 and buries it. I've got to catch up on the score here, Derek, as a timeout is going to be called by Coach Goodwell. The Knights with the first 5 points here in the second half. That'll be the second timeout called by Coach. We'll take it along with her and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
Well, here at the Castle, we got 6:55 left in the third quarter, and the Knights starting off hot to start this second half. They've scored the first 5 points here, and now they're going to the trap to try to create even more turnovers against this Southside Archer team. That's Starks throwing it away as Strunk, no foul called, but Casey lays it up anyway on the steal and the layup. 3rd turnover here in the second half already for the Archers. In fact, they've only have they gotten a shot up here in this quarter? Yeah, they got 1 3-ball put up so far. That's it. As there's another steal, this one by Quinn Shelton. She'll head the other way and lay it up and in for her 12th point.
Yeah, this thing getting away from the Archers here a little bit.
Boy, it really is, as Norwell now up by 26. They've scored 9 consecutive points, all of them in the second half, and Jones is having all kinds of trouble. Now Jackson, that's a long 3 by Hackbarth, not particularly close. Kaylee Roller's going to drive, put it up, score, and be fouled by Hackbarth. Boy, nice move by Kaylee Roller. She got her hip past the defender, her first field goal of the ball game. And we've got several subs now for Southside.
Kaylee
Jones
Roller
in, Gonzalez in, and also number 30, Kimbria Fitz, a junior, her first time in the game. Go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, sorry about that, but Kaylee Roller just kind of gets that Euro step going, very athletic in the lane, and completes the three-point play.
Yeah, excellent move there by Kaylee. She's had a very solid basketball game so far here tonight. 8 points. And Jones trying to beat the Norwell defense. She can't. Conrad came up with it. Roller open for 3, no good, but Conrad pulls down the rebound. It was taken away from her. And Southside heads the other way. That's Gonzalez with the basketball. Now Starks underneath. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez 3 attempt is short. Kaylee Roller comes out of there with it. Southside still without a point here in the second half, and we've got 5 minutes left. Roller couldn't put it in at the rim. Good take. And Southside heads the other way. Looks like Fitz is going to do some of the ball handling now for the Archers. That's going to be a foul. I think it's going to go on Strunk.
Yep.
That'll be Casey's 3rd foul. 5:01 left. Norwell up by 29. Well, Southside actually has not scored yet in this half. That's Jones with the basketball. Underneath, Starks. Oh, Starks kicks it out. Had an opening, I think. And now Fitz will reset. Gonzalez is going to drive and be fouled. That's going to go on Kaylee Roller. I think that if it does, that'll be, nope.
That's
going to go
4.
on Strunk. That's 4 fouls on Casey Strunk. She'll have to take a seat.
That was a little bit of a tough call.
It was.
That was kind of.
I actually thought if anybody fouled her, it was Roller that fouled her.
Yeah.
As Beercheck's back in for the Knights. The pass underneath. Chapman up and in. Good hands by Denise Chapman to put Southside on the board here in the second half. Beer handling it up top for the Knights, being guarded by Jones. Roller, oh, what a crossover move into the lane. She's going to be fouled. I think it's going to go on Gonzalez, but Starks is in the vicinity as well. It does go on Starks. It's her 2nd foul. Roller, who has been a frequent visitor at the free throw line tonight, back at it with 4:33 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
Hey, you normally don't see Kaylee Roller at the free throw line that often.
No. That's her 2nd miss of the evening. And it looks like, is that Madison Dunnick?
Yes, it is.
Set to check in for Kaylee. And Kaylee able to convert the 2nd free throw. She'll earn a breather for that as Dunnick checks in. Not a huge crowd here tonight, Derek.
Not bad, though, for a Wednesday.
And a holiday Wednesday.
Yeah.
School hasn't been in session since December 11th, I believe. Is that ball almost thrown away by Fitz. There it's thrown away as Shelton with the long arms will take off on the wrong foot, but lay it in with her left hand.
Yeah, she kind of went up a little awkward there.
You know what, though? That's a good athletic play as she adjusted kind of an, I thought maybe Jones turned it over there. No call. That pass tipped and ends up in the hands of Quinn Shelton. 6 turnovers now for Southside in the second half, continuing a pattern, as that foul is going to go on Amaya Jones. That's her fourth.
Yeah, and the Knights just taking everything away at the top of that zone.
They really are.
Top of the trap. Quinn Shelton, very long. We talk about it all the time, and you just can't go over the top of it. You see teams try to do it all the time. You can't do it.
Michaela Caudle checks in for the Archers, her first time on the floor tonight. Mackenzie Sawyer is going to handle it with Casey Strunk on the bench. And Beer playing a little catch on the right side now. The backdoor move by Dunnick. Dunnick with a wild shot. Couldn't get it to go. It'll be off of Starks and remain Norwell's ball. Dunnick with a good move to get open. She just rushed her shot there a little bit. And Conrad receives the inbounds pass. Sawyer with a quick three. Couldn't get it to go. He's already got 2 threes made so far tonight. 3:33 left here in the third quarter. All kinds of threes going on, Derek.
Yeah, lots of threes everywhere. And we talk about Mackenzie Sawyer. That's just kind of what she does. She knocks them down more often than not when she kind of fades away. It's not really a fadeaway. It's just kind of a quick turnaround.
Yeah, she's 2 for 7 so far tonight from beyond the arc. But she's had good shots to take. On the drive is Jones, and a good shot is, I'm not quite sure how he's pronouncing that. It looks like Makiba to me. Was that Dunnick with the miss?
Yep.
Quinn Shelton, however, with the offensive rebound. And Coach Thornton wants a timeout. That's the second one he's used as well. I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout. It is. We'll take a quick break here from TW Fable and be right back.
TW Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you are looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. TW Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360.
With 3:04 left in the third quarter, Norwell leading in this quarter 17-4.
Wow.
And they have really ratcheted up the offense. They've shot a decent percentage, but mostly they've just gotten so many more shots than Southside has, partly due to 6 turnovers by the Archers. There's almost another turnover. Fitz handling it up top for Southside. And a foul's going to be called. I think it's going to go on Madison Dunnick. If so, it'll be her second. It is. That'll be the 4th team foul on the night. Southside also with 4 team fouls here in the second half. Southside retaining possession on the baseline now. Boy, and I'll tell you, the one that really surprises me as being very quiet, Denise Chapman. Just 7 points on the night so far, but she hasn't had many touches. Good defensive plan by the Knights, but on that miss, that was Fitz, by the way, with the baseline jumper. Her first shot she's taken, actually. Sawyer blows by everybody and able to get it up and in on the driving layup. Norwell's lead now up to an even 32, that's right. 58-26. There's a basket shy there. I'll have to check my numbers at the end of the quarter here. Might have missed a basket. Talk for a minute, Derek.
It's a bounce pass outside, a top of the key 3. It's in. And that's number 20. Gonzalez with the basket. A lot of trouble getting across the timeline for Norwell.
Dunnick finally able to get it into the front court, and she's going to draw a foul as Gonzalez got just a little bit too aggressive. Norwell will retain possession. That's a 15 foul, though, on Southside already here in the second half. First on Gonzalez. My scoring actually is right. So,
all right. No phantom basket.
No phantom basket that we have to make up. Oh, what a move by Stephanie Conrad. And the Iwu commit rolls in the left-handed half hook. Her 4th point of the second half, 10th overall.
Yeah, that's why Stephanie Conrad's playing at the next level right there.
That's exactly right. Boy, what a nice move. Just spun on her pivot foot, soft half hook with her left offhand. She's been good, though, with that left hand.
That's a travel.
Chapman. Yeah, she sure did. I've got Southside now with 7 turnovers in this third quarter. As checking back in for Southside will be Starks. For Norwell, Roller and Shelton checking back in. Roller with 2 fouls. Southside with some pressure here. 1:10 left on the clock. Roller will handle it against Fitz. Behind the back dribble across the timeline. Good job of handling the basketball there by Kaylee. Even minute left. Lindy Dial, who's in for the Knights, with the basketball. Roller on the drive, puts her head down, can't get the layup to go, but is going to draw the foul on Kimbria Fitz, I believe. Nope, it'll go on Amaya Jones, and her basketball game is over as she's fouled out here with 53.7 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. Jones did not score. She was 0 for 2 from the field, and she takes an early seat here. Kaylee Roller back to the line, and well short on that free throw. Didn't get her legs into it much there. It's her 3rd miss on the evening. She shot a lot of them, though. 5, 6, 7, 10. As she makes her 7th out of 10. Norwell up, crossing the 60-point barrier now. Lead by 32. Handling it up top is Gonzalez. Gonzalez doesn't look real steady with the basketball as Fitz launches a wild shot.
Foul underneath. That's on Alexa Mallory.
Alexa checked in on that last dead ball. Her 2nd foul. That's Gonzalez. Gonzalez has not tried to score much tonight, but she's been pretty effective. She's only taken 5 shots, but has 5 points on those 5 shots. Anytime you can have as many points as shots taken, you're doing pretty well. And boy,
gotta
that's
be close to a 5-second
call. They finally get rid of it. Gonzalez does. Throws it out of bounds, and it'll be Norwell's basketball. 18.9 seconds left on the clock. Southside's just really struggled to get anything going offensively. An absolute ton of turnovers. Now, they are missing a player, though, that I think was expected to be a starting guard. Nathan is her last name. Beer wide open for 3, no good. And the rebound controlled by Caudle. 4 seconds, and that was Lacey on the drive. Hackbarth on the drive. The foul will go on Beer, her 2nd. Hackbarth will shoot a pair. Try to add to her 2-point total. She does. Southside tonight, Derek, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. So they're perfect to this point.
Yeah, it's a good percentage.
And still
can't get
perfect.
a lot better than that.
As Hackbarth knocks down a pair. The long 3, was that Shelton that put that up?
That was Roller.
Roller put it up, missed it. That'll end the third quarter. Norwell up by a comfortable 30 points, 61-31. We'll take a break, hear from a couple of sponsors, and be right back after these words.
This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
Big third quarter for the Knights, Derek. They outscore Southside in that 8 minutes, 22-9.
Yeah, actually the last 5 points for Southside came late in the quarter.
Southside now with 27 turnovers for the game to Norwell's 10. Southside with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And Kaylee Roller's going to pick up a third foul. She had her arm on Lacey as Lacey drove to the basket. That'll put Jakira to the line as Norwell now has put Southside in the bonus. The next foul on the Archers will put Norwell in the bonus as well. The left-handed free throw, no good from Lacey. The first miss of the evening for Southside from the free throw line. And the Archers will bring some full court pressure here. Denise Chapman playing center field. She's going to have to guard Stephanie Conrad one-on-one. Conrad, oh, nice step back move. Good shot, couldn't get it to go. And Casey Strunk comes out of there with it. Now a three by Shelton, and good find by Strunk for Shelton. That's her 19th tonight.
The Knights are going to make a run at their season high in total points.
Excuse me, that was a long two, wasn't it? No, that was a three.
That was a three.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe their offensive high might be 70 points against Concordia.
Boy, nice move there by Jakira Lacey on the drive. As Roller the other way gets it to Mallory. Mallory, though, loses the handle. That'll be a turnover on the Knights. And the Archers will head the other way. We'll check that.
Yeah, I'm
Derek.
interested. I think 70 was their, yep,
They put
70
up 70
against
Concordia, 69 against Wayne and Northwood, averaging just under 63 points a game so far this year, these Norwell girls. It's a pretty good number for a girls squad. Of course, you really can't count Homestead. They're maybe a team of the ages as Lacey. A wild left-handed shot. Couldn't get it to go. But there to clean it up was Chapman. For Chapman, that's her 9th point. And it gives Southside a total of 35. Again, another left-handed drive by Conrad. And Stephanie has equaled her first half scoring. She's got 12 now. That was another miss by Lacey. But able to chase it down was Starks. Underneath to Chapman. Chapman gets it to go. Got a whistle. And not sure what the whistle was for.
I think Stephanie Conrad has some kind of problem here.
Oh, okay. Well, she's going to take a seat as Mackenzie Sawyer replaces her.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but he pointed at Conrad and maybe checking for blood. Not sure.
Not sure. Strunk, what a move. Dribbles around 3 defenders. Gets it up off the glass. Boy, they don't know what to do about Casey Strunk. Again, Lacey the other way. Again, misses. And Kaylee Roller, great rebound. And a blocking foul is going to be called. I think that's going to go on Jones. If it is, it'll put
it is.
Kaylee Roller at the line. That's the 3rd foul on Jones.
He said Makiba.
He did that time.
I think he might have been. I think he read off of. Well, I think he read Jakira. I think he just kind of won the line difference there.
Madison Dunnick back in for the Knights. Also Stephanie Conrad back in. as Roller knocks down the first one. Boy, she has shot a ton of free throws tonight. 5, 10. This will be her 12th. Boy, and I don't remember another night shooting 12 free throws in a game this year. As Kenny maybe not hitting quite the percentage she would want. She's 8 of 12 now, 67%. 5:40 on the clock in this one. Norwell with a comfortable lead, sending a couple more players to the bench. That's Beer and Sawyer getting ready to check in. Lacey with another drive and another miss. The offensive rebound corralled by number 12, Jones. And the foul's going to go on Shelton. Her first. 8th on the team. Lacey is really putting up the shots here in the fourth quarter. She's shot the ball 5 times already, only made one of them so far. As Jones able to get a free throw to go. Strunk and Roller take a seat. Beer and Sawyer back in. Today Courtney's had a pretty nice night for her first game back. 4 points and has gotten a decent amount of minutes as Jones able to knock down a couple free throws. Southside has been excellent from the line so far tonight. More pressure from the Archers, and that pressure really has not done them a whole lot of good this evening. In fact, I would say more harm than good as it's headed to some easy baskets. Sawyer into the lane and traveled. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, she ran into a wall.
Yeah,
bounced back off and traveled.
Denise Chapman, the sophomore for the Archers, did a great job of not moving and staying still. No foul on her and a turnover on your Lady Knights. That's a long three by Jackson, no good. The offensive rebound, no good. Another one blocked by Shelton. And Tony Starks able to get a couple shots off, but couldn't get them to go. Norwell in possession under 5 minutes left. Shelton with the drive, no good. Will head the other way. That's Jones, and she can't get it to go. Conrad pulled down the rebound, knocked out of bounds.
Boy, you think if the Knights hit even half of the point-blank shots they've missed, they've got 80 points in this one.
Oh, easy.
Right now.
As Coach Goodwell for Southside is going to use her third timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it along with her and be right back after these words.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
I think it's pretty typical in the SAC, Derek, to play a lot of man-to-man full court pressure. And Southside's done it this whole game. Norwell with a few more turnovers than maybe typically. Great feed from Dunnick to Conrad. And we talked about the fact that the pressure from Southside might be hurting them more than helping them. There's a good example. Jackson on the drive for the Archers, no good. And the other way, Beer. Nice move by Courtney Beer. She gets it to go. She's going to go to the line for a three-point attempt.
Yeah, you talked about it. I think that's right. As far as the SAC playing man-to-man, when you get outside of Fort Wayne, in different parts of the state, a different brand of basketball is played everywhere you go. In the city of Fort Wayne, it's mostly man-to-man. A lot of times out on the outskirts of town and in the surrounding counties, you see a lot of zone.
Yeah, and more patience as well.
Right.
as Norwell has now set their season high for scoring, 74, as Jones able to knock down a short jumper there for the Archers. Norwell with a very comfortable 33-point lead. A foul's going to be called, and
I think she
kind
got
of a
bailed
tough
out.
foul, yeah. I think
She looked like she tripped over the ball.
Yeah. Luckily, she didn't twist her ankle.
Yeah, that's right.
As I don't know that Jackson got much contact there.
I don't think so. I think she dribbled through and kind of accelerated and lost the handle and tripped.
Lindy Dial checks back in for the Knights. Casey Strunk's night most likely over with under 4 minutes left in this one, as Courtney not able to get that free throw to go. That was the 19th foul, by the way, on the Archers. Lacey forces up a short jumper, and she scores. Jakira Lacey putting up a lot of shots here in this fourth quarter. That's Dial up top now. Sawyer. Sawyer's been pretty quiet since about the first third of that third quarter. The step back three, no good. And Lacey pulls down the rebound. She'll head the other way and get fouled by Sawyer. That'll be McKenzie's first foul, Derek.
That's not common.
Nope.
McKenzie probably is close to leading this team in fouls, as she's been in foul trouble a number of times, sometimes to the point where she has to sit for a period of time.
The next foul on either team will put their opponent in the double bonus. Lacey able to knock down the front end here. And boy, the Archers, that's one thing they have done extremely well tonight. We've mentioned it a couple of times. They've really shot their free throws well. Yeah. And no matter how highly I talk about it, they keep hitting them. No jinx tonight. Maybe it's Noah.
I think, well, we talked about it being Greg when you were in Cancun, and starting to second guess that.
Oh, good steal there by the Archers, as it'll be tied up, though, on an excellent bit of hustle there by Madison Dunnick. Lacey had her hands on it as well. Logan Rouse is going to check in for the Knights. Courtney Barrell take a seat. 3:05 left. Norwell up by 29. As Coach Thornton able to get a number of his players a lot of playing time tonight. Dial at the post. Sawyer wide open for three, and she hits this one. Well, she has to take that shot. Wide open. And the Knights they're threatening the 80-point mark now as Lacey misses another short
nice
shot.
Block.
Excellent block by Rouse.
Yeah.
But Jones able to get it in on the after the block.
Rouse is showing some great potential as a sophomore.
She really is. She's strong, too. I mean, she's good size, handles it well. Sawyer open for three again, misses this one. Boy, they're just leaving her wide open at the top of the key. 1 for 3 here in the fourth quarter on those. That's Chapman, and Chapman with a tough shot. Dunnick will bring it up for the Knights. 2:10 left.
I think this game now, here in the fourth quarter, has transitioned to more of a Southside pace.
As Dunnick couldn't get it to go. However, Stephanie Conrad right there for the offensive rebound. She collects her 16th point. Dunnick had the miss. There's a foul on the Knights. We'll see who that goes against.
I think it's Lindy Dial.
Lindy Dial's first foul. 10th on the team. So Makiba Jones will shoot a pair.
Yeah, this is...
Boy, she's good from the line.
Everybody for Southside looks really smooth,
mm-hmm.
as it's 79-50. The Knights have a 29-point lead.
Yeah, it was as high as 30 on a couple of occasions. Jones continues that high free throw shooting percentage for the Archers. Checking back in for Southside, Darian Hackbarth. Jones actually took a seat. Oh, good pass as Dial gets it ahead to Rouse. Rouse couldn't get it to go. But she's going to draw the foul on Tenise Chapman. And Tenise Chapman, would you believe it, Derek? That's her first foul.
Wow. Not something you expect.
No.
At this point in the game.
Logan Rouse will shoot a pair here for Norwell.
Knights have eclipsed the 80-point mark.
Pretty impressive, as they've really taken advantage of the turnovers by Southside. Although I don't have Southside for a turnover yet here in the in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'd believe that, as they're doing a better job of getting shots up on their possessions.
Well,
there's a turnover, and it's Greg.
Yeah, so now I'm on turnovers and not free throws as Dunnick misses the driving layup. Lacey, and just like that, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
Alexa Mallory's going to check back in for the last minute 33 of this one. Stephanie Conrad will take a seat with 16 points.
I'm sure Knight fans appreciate you open your mouth on that one.
Yeah. I've got the Archers with 29 turnovers.
That's a lot.
That's Rouse on the drive. She had a shot, didn't take it. She could have put that up from about 12 feet. As Sawyer on the drive gets it up and in. Nice change of pace there by McKenzie.
Boy, the Knights are really putting up points, and you think they have to be close to 100 if they knock down their layups and their inside shots. They're close to 100 in this game.
As Jackson missed the first shot, Starks missed the last 2. Now Chapman loses it out of bounds. Oh no, a foul's going to be called.
No, that was one official called out of bounds and the other one called a foul.
It goes against Alexa Mallory, her third.
Yeah, and actually,
That's a tough foul.
It is. I'd be interested to see what Norwell's point record in a single game is.
I would too. 83 is a
big number. It is.
Checking in, I believe that's Sadie Mann checking in for the Knights. Yep, number 42. Just a sophomore. It's the first time I've seen her play varsity. As Chapman misses a pair. Good rebound there by Alexa Mallory with 50 seconds left. Lindy Dial in the backcourt being double teamed. And it's on the ground, tied up. As Coach Thornton actually got a timeout called, so they didn't lose possession. It's a full timeout, I believe. Yeah, it is. So we'll take a quick break and hear from Heidi Motors. We'll be right back. The Knights up by 32.
Hyundai Motors is celebrating 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with an outstanding selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs that are in fantastic condition. And their ASE certified technicians in the service department offer oil changes, brakes, AC tune-ups, as well as a full line of replacement parts and tires, and are the best in customer satisfaction. Visit HyundaiMotors.com to browse their inventory of new and used vehicles. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric.
Well, with 42.1 seconds left, Lindy Dial trying to inbound, finally does to Madison Dunnick, and she sure did. Well, this is good experience for these girls to be in against strong defenders. Southside does not run a real deep bench, although they have gotten very balanced scoring tonight. Great defense there by Alexa Mallory. Look at Madison Dunnick. That's about the third time she's dive to get her hands on a loose ball.
Yeah, and I think Madison probably trying to earn some of her varsity minutes back. She was getting more at the beginning of the season, and that number's kind of dwindled as the role of Kaylee Roller has like kind of plugged into the Knights' starting offense.
Yeah, and Madison played very well early on. She had a huge night against Canterbury on their floor.
She did.
Hit a bunch of threes.
You know, I was thinking about that, and I think Sadie Mann got into that game.
Did she?
I think so.
Well, she's in this one as well, wearing number 42 out there, I believe.
No, actually, that's Allison Top. Well, wait a minute.
Is it?
It is Allison Top.
Okay,
yep.
Well, the scorebook was incorrect. A nice pass as Dunnick couldn't get the shot to go. Okay, so in the scorebook, they had Sadie Mann wearing 42. Instead, it's Allison Top. So I apologize to both families, but I'm telling you, the scorebook was that way. 10 seconds left on the clock. Dunnick probably needs to get it back in the front court.
Yeah, she does.
And she does. With 5 seconds, she'll just hold it up top and dribble it out. Norwell will move to 11-1 with the 83-51 victory. Southside falls to 9-7. We'll take a break and do some figuring. Be back with your post-game show after these words from our sponsors.
Repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com. Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Hi, this is Dale from The Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. The new Kaylor Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Professionally trained staff support, the opportunity to bring guests, plus various youth programs. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org. T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you're looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Christmas puts a special glow in the eyes of children, giving parents and grandparents a lifetime of precious memories. Christmas means brightly wrapped presents, colorful lights, pine cones, and candles. These Christmas thoughts are sent to you with best wishes and a happy holiday from everyone at First Bank of Bern. Your patronage during the past year has been deeply appreciated, and First Bank of Bern looks forward to serving you in the new year. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC.
Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton. This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
The Big Philly Cheesesteak. Every meat lover's dream. With lots of steak smothered in melted cheese, it's easy to see why this classic is the taste that Philly is so proud of. Subway melts loaded up with your favorite fresh fixins and lots of ooey gooey melty cheese. They're the ultimate in flavor. For a limited time only, try the chicken cordon bleu or the chicken marinara melt. It's melted goodness made irresistible. Subway of Bluffton. Eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you on North Main and inside Walmart.
Hi, this is Brent Heidi of Heidi Chrysler in Bluffton. The good old days of shopping for a car. No high-pressure sales, people who knew your name, an owner on the premise who cared. You can still experience that at Heidi Chrysler. Instead of free hot dogs and gimmicky sales, you will find friendly, hassle-free salespeople who will help you to find the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram vehicle that fits your budget and lifestyle. Since 1975, we have been there for you after the sale with a service department that has consistently been awarded the 5-star award, the highest ranking Chrysler gives to its dealers. So if buying a car with no hassles and at the right price is more important to you than gimmicky sales and hot dogs, then stop by Heidi Chrysler today. You can find us on North Main Street in Bluffton, and when you do, you'll see that at Heidi Chrysler, our reputation means a great deal.
Well, welcome back to the Castle and your post-game show. Thanks for your patience, and thanks for listening to our sponsors. Please let them know when you visit them that you heard them here on WellsCountyVoice.com. Norwell again with an 83-51 win over the visiting Southside Archers. They go to 11-1 on the season. Their only loss to the number 1 rated Homestead Spartans, number 1 rated team in the state. And Derek, actually, they got closer than anybody else that they've played until today.
Actually, by a pretty wide margin. Coming into that game, the closest Homestead had been was the previous game against Dwenger, where they won 66-36. That was the closest game they'd been in.
Yeah, that's right.
Before Norwell played them, and they played them dead even for 3 quarters. They got down in a hurry. They got down 17 at the end of 1, and then lost by 17. And Coach Thornton mentioned that later. He mentioned that it was very good to play them even for 3 quarters, and pretty exciting to see that from a Norwell team.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. Well, to look at the statistics, let's take a look at Southside first. Individual scoring, Tanise Chapman led the way with 13. Makiba Jones had 12, and Jakira Lacey had 11. So 3 players in double figures. Then Nadia Gonzalez chipped in with 5. Shamari Jackson and Darian Hackbarth each chipped in with 4. And then Tony Starks had a basket as well. As a team for Southside, from the field overall, 17 of 50 for 34%. From beyond the arc, we had them 2 for 9 for 22%, but from the line they were great. 15 of 18, that's 83%. But really the big number for the Archers tonight, and what led to such a lopsided win for the Knights, 29 turnovers, at least in our book, and we'll get Jason Frisch's stats to see how close we are. Coach, thanks so much for joining in this evening.
Absolutely.
We'll get back to Norwell stats here in a minute, but boy, Southside really struggled against Norwell's defense tonight.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And we knew going into this we were going to put a lot of pressure on them, but we knew that they full court press a lot all game, and so we were prepared for that. We had our girls mentally prepared. A little early foul trouble.
Right.
Tweaked the plans a little bit there. Our second team came in and really weathered the storm and actually grew our lead a little bit there in the second quarter, which really helped. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think our pressure was just really good. We had great weak side defense.
Yeah,
they like to force that ball underneath, a lot of lobs, and I just think we were prepared for that tonight. Really did a good job.
Really did. Had a comfortable lead at halftime, 39-22, but boy, that third quarter really that was the nail in the coffin for the Archers. What changes and adjustments did you make at halftime?
I tell you what, I don't know that we made a lot of changes. We had our starting five in there for a good chunk of that third quarter at least, which really helps. I'd say the third quarter for us this year, that's been our quarter. We've came out nearly every game and really at some point made a big run almost every third quarter this year.
That third quarter, the Knights outscored the Archers 22-9, and in fact scored, I believe, the first 11 points of the second half.
About a minute and a half, about a quick 11-0 run. That's a great way to start the half.
Oh, absolutely. Boy, those first 2-3 minutes of the second half, my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of people, I think, the most important part of the game.
Absolutely. It really set the tone there for the second half. Everything carried off of that 11-0 run.
Yeah, it really did. A solid win. Coach moved to 11-1 on the season, and also Derek talked about it a little bit tonight after an 11-day layoff.
Oh my goodness, it was
That's
so
a long
nice
time
to get out here and play.
Yeah,
girls were getting tired of playing each other, and we just wanted to play somebody else. It was great.
Saturday, in just a few days, you head down to Brebeuf for the classic down there.
Absolutely.
Remind me of who you're playing those two games.
Plymouth and then Wawasee.
Okay. So neither one of those teams highly ranked this year, but
no.
Wawasee, they, as I remember correctly, they had some decent players last year.
Absolutely, it's two good programs.
Yeah.
You can never go to this little shootout here and take it easy. It's been going on for about 11 years now.
Yeah.
The same four teams, and so. You can never take it easy. We're going to go down. It's always tough to play two games in one day. It'll be good practice here once we get to tournament time. Here in a few weeks only. It seems like the season just started, but we're at a big stretch here. Two games every week for the next few weeks. So
and then of course back into conference action the following week with Carroll.
Absolutely,
that'll be a tough one.
Absolutely, they're a very good team. Again, conference play. There's not a lot of teams in this conference you can overlook here. So everything's going to be a battle.
And that'll be next Tuesday night. Don't know that we're going to be able to join you down in Indianapolis, but we'll certainly be at Carroll.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys then.
Next Tuesday night. Coach, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Appreciate you guys very much. Thank you.
All right. Coach Jason Frisch joining us here in the post-game show. Let's talk a little bit more specifically, Derek, about those Norwell stats. Boy, very balanced tonight. 4 players in double figures and a couple more close. Quinn Shelton led the way with 19. Mackenzie Sawyer and Stephanie Conrad each with 16. Kaylee Roller chipped in with 11. Then Casey Strunk had 8. Courtney Beer had 7 for her first game back. And then chipping in with 2 points each were Logan Rowles, Alexa Mallory, and Madison Dunnick for a total of 83 for the Knights. As a team, Norwell was 31 of 59 from the field. That's 53% for the Knights. From beyond the arc, they were 6 of 20 for 30%. And then from the free throw line, 15 of 21 for 71%. That's pretty good as a team. And the Knights, Coach Frisch talked about the fact that they were pressed all night. The Knights really a little higher than normal, but not a bad number at 13 turnovers, considering they were pressed all night.
That's right, and 9 of them were in the first half. So
right. Great point.
Yeah, it's impressive to see them kind of recover from that. This team does a great job, definitely the best in recent memory that I can think of handling the basketball. They do a great job of not getting flustered. Now, Southside applied a lot of pressure, more pressure than a lot of teams Norwell's played this year, and they handled it really well. said only 13 turnovers. And in the end, when you force 29, there's more margin for error on the offensive end.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, a good win here for the Knights tonight, Derek. We need to name a player of the game. Who's your choice?
Well, before I mention that,
go ahead.
I do want to refer to the total points. The highest, the record, I found it was 2010-2011 season. The Knights went 21-3, and they beat Bluffton 93-28.
Okay.
So 93 is the number to beat.
Well, there you go.
Feature.
Yeah, and they don't even play the Tigers anymore. So,
they do not.
But an excellent offensive performance tonight for the Knights. Who are you thinking for player of the game?
There's three players that come to mind. It's Quinn Shelton, Stephanie Conrad, and Mackenzie Sawyer. Shelton had 19, Sawyer and Conrad was 16 apiece.
I'd say Kaylee Roller had a real good night,
Kaylee Roller had a great night, too. But I'm going to throw in my 2 cents for Stephanie Conrad. I think Stephanie did a great job of taking everything to the basket. And the reason I picked her over Quinn Shelton, because I thought Shelton did a great job attacking the rim as well, is because she finished around the rim more. She got herself to the line. On a normal night, she does that. She didn't get herself. How many free throws did she take tonight? Did she take
Stephanie?
Any?
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah, normally she gets to the free throw line, but tonight she was finishing around the rim anyway. So my player of the game is Stephanie Conrad.
Yeah, and I would have gone with Quinn Shelton, 8 of 13 from the floor. She did leave a few points out there on a couple short misses. But Stephanie, 8 of 10 from the field, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. The other thing that stood out to me in Quinn's game tonight, Derek, she's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
That's good.
Didn't shoot a free throw. Kaylee Roller, a lot of players really deserve mention tonight. Mackenzie Sawyer with 16 points. Kaylee Roller with 11 and just 1 field goal. She was 1 of 5 from the field, but 9 of 13 from the floor. So, 9 of 13 from the floor. So, from the field, or free throw line, excuse me. Yeah, that thing. So a tough pick tonight. I'll tell you what, though, I really, along with the steals that Quinn had tonight, tend to go with her. What do you think?
Yeah. I would definitely
agree
with
that.
It was a toss-up anyway, but Shelton did a great job. I think the difference, as far as different from finishing around the rim, is Shelton played a more complete game.
Yeah, I thought she was really good on the defensive
right,
end.
and the shooting from outside the arc and also on defense. So, be Quinn Shelton.
All right, so Quinn Shelton is your New Holland Tri-County Player of the Game. It's been a fun one to bring you. I don't know that we'll be able to bring the Brebeuf tournament. If we can, we will. You'll just have to check the schedule on wellscountyvoice.com.
If not, Tuesday.
Tuesday we will be at Carroll. That'll be when the girls will next be in action, and that'll be at Carroll High School in their beautiful facility up there.
Great field house.
Hopefully the whole gang will be back for that one.
Yeah, we have not been a complete group for quite some time now.
At least a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'll take most of the responsibility for that, considering I was on vacation. So.
And then had to make up for it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, once again, your final from here at the Castle, Norwell 83, Fort Wayne Southside 51. For Derek Decker, this is Greg Van Meter saying good night, everyone. Have a safe and happy New Year's Eve.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.